I want to recognize the chairman and members of the board of the JACAP, past chairman, past members, and the present team. And of course, I want to especially recognize Lydia Rose, General Manager of JACAP. Please give her a big round of applause. She works very, very hard. And singers, songwriters, composers, publishers. Tonight is your night. And then everybody else is family. Good night. Now, on behalf of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, and as part of the JACAP family, I want to thank you for being here to participate in and bear witness to this occasion. The inaugural JACAP Awards, the baby come of age. 21 years old. This is an idea which has been on the wine press, fermenting for much too long, but thankfully the time has come. Please allow me to big up the hard-working board and staff of JACAP for putting in the work to ensure that finally Jamaica has a platform for honoring and celebrating its own. We have heard about the JACAP Awards and other awards. So tonight, we're Babsy. It's the JACAP Awards. It has been said that a prophet is without honor in his own country. But tonight with JACAP, we are flipping the script. We are celebrating our own compatriots who are the creative force behind the music and the entertainment industry. They are deserving of the highest praise for their outstanding contributions. It has not been an easy road, but tonight we are justified in enjoying the glamour, the glitter, and the bed of roses. Clap yourself. And I must say good night to my daughter, Paula. She'll never forgive me. Good night, Paula. As I prepare to address you this evening, I spent some time reflecting on JACAP's own journey. The idea of a local music collective management organization was touted and flouted for many years, with several efforts at coalescing and harnessing the energy, skill, talent, and business acumen of the music and entertainment industries. You know, I recall the early days when we could not gather in a room without the meeting breaking up. We have certainly come a long way. Trust me. I believe that nothing happens before its time. But we have to make things happen by first creating the vision, developing a plan, and putting in the work to turn dreams into reality. And so 21 years ago, JACAP finally became an official entity and was registered on March 4, 1998 as the first music collective organization in Jamaica and the second in the English-speaking Caribbean, taking over from the UK-based Performing Rights Society, and it's worth applauding. I stand here a proud woman tonight, not only as the Minister of Culture and Entertainment, but as one of the founding members of JACAP. In every respect, I am proud of the achievements of this organization after 21 years. You have done very, very well. I recall those long and difficult days and the late nights that were followed by early mornings as we sat in meetings and discussions, drafting and redrafting, going back to the drawing board several times, opposing each other, quarreling with each other, getting fed up with each other. And then we finally created the framework and a roadmap for this collective management organization. It was not an easy road, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I want to especially pay tribute to all those who were there in those early days. I must big up Gussie Clark. And as I call the names, I clap them. Desi Young, Steve Golden, Carl Aiken, and of course, if I don't call his name, he's going to write me up here and see my name in social media. Lloyd Stanbury. And of course, God bless his soul, Tony Lang. We saw the vision and worked to make JACAP a reality, to the chagrin of those who thought the idea would never work. There were those who thought it would never work. 21 years later, and JACAP continues to perform, and in many cases, outperform its own expectations and those of the industry. Punching way above its weight class and can stand up against any international collective management organization in the world. We're just as big as them. Maybe small in size, but we're just as efficient and we're just as effective. At this point, I pause to commend again the general manager, Lydia, who was in those early days the coordinator. And she brought to the table at that time the same energy and commitment and dedication that she now takes and perform as the general manager. Those days she was the coordinator. To pull the group together, she was honest like Matlock. Trust me, you don't want Lydia to take set on you. She still takes set on me, but I can dodge her now. So the growth of JACAP has been nothing short of phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. In 1999, JACAP's revenue stood, as the chairman said, at over $7,000. In 1999? Huh? 7,000? In 1999. So you see, it is even unbelievable now. $7,000 in 1999. And then in 2018, it's $174 million. So we have done well. Cumulatively, collection up to December 2018 stands at over $1 billion. Can I get a wow? Call the ambulance. Call the fire brigade. Wow, wow, wow. JACAP's distribution also continues to score impressive growth. Our first local distribution in the year 2000 was valued at just about $6 million. Over its 21-year lifetime, JACAP has distributed over $700 million. I mean, that sounds like money, don't it? In 1999, 1 year after inception, membership stood at 30. This year, our membership stands at just under 4,000. But we should do better, because we have writers and composers here in Jamaica and all over the world. And I want to use this occasion to encourage Jamaican writers to join JACAP. It's extremely important. And I also want to encourage our songwriters, our musicians, our artists, when you go and you perform anywhere, list the titles of the songs and send them into your society. You earn money from that. And there are those who are doing it and earning. In fact, a well-established Jamaican international artist, songwriter, singer, and musician did not realize how much money he was losing until someone said to him, he had a new publisher, at least there was a publisher who was negotiating with him to represent one of his titles. And the publisher said to him, "Aren't you doing this?" And he said, "No." And he started doing it, and trust me, ladies and gentlemen, his songs, his titles, you'd be surprised to know how much money he earns just from his tours and listing those titles when he performed, because every venue is covered. And so I want to encourage all of you. Some of you don't even think about it, but list all the songs you perform, when you perform, wherever you perform, and send it into your society. Am I giving good advice? So, this speaks volume about the confidence which the members of the industry have reposed in JACAP. But there are many more creatives who need to benefit from JACAP. Our dancers, for example, are crying out for the benefits that collective management organizations such as JACAP can provide. And so my charge to you this evening is to find ways to get them on board and ensure that they not only get the critical recognition for their creations, but are able to earn from their creativity to uplift themselves, their families, their communities, and Jamaica. That is a vision for the underserved members of the entertainment fraternity. Let's develop the plan and put in the work to ensure that each creative person in the entertainment space is fairly compensated for his or her work. It's not about going to play anymore, it's going to work. As your champion, I'm your champion, right? I'm your #1 cheerleader. I continue to advocate for all our creative men and women. I continue to work hard to build a new Jamaica that appreciates you and your value, respects your work and creations, enables you to achieve your dreams, and empowers you to contribute to building Jamaica land we love. And Minister Shaw will tell you, I'm always advocating, right, Minister? Till sometimes I say, Babsy, you can stop talk now. But I'm always on it. In the last 3 years, we have been laying the foundation for cultural and creative people to rise. And I'm using that word rise without it having any other. Because you know, rise is a very popular word right now in another context. I believe we are now positioned for enhanced global competitiveness, increased income for practitioners, and sustainable prosperity for our country. The last financial year was a great year for the cultural and creative sectors, including entertainment, and I confidently say that Jamaica is now on the move as we continue to leverage culture, gender, entertainment, and sport for sustainable prosperity. Family, one of our proudest achievements over the past year was the inscription of the reggae music of Jamaica to the UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage. To the world, reggae has stood for spiritual upliftment. It has brought optimism to people in despair, healing to many who suffer distress. It has also helped to lift many people from poverty to prosperity. And if there was ever a doubt, this inscription makes it quite clear that reggae is uniquely Jamaican. And I must tell you that when we sent in the nomination 2 weeks before the meeting at which the decision would have been revealed publicly, somebody pinch us and tell us that it was not going to be recommended. We're going to be told to wheel and come again in 2 years. Well, we decided we're going to go to Mauritius and fight it. And we lobbied countries all over the world and went to Mauritius with a little reggae bag of goodies. And just went around to everybody and take pictures and give them the bag before the meeting started. I promised everybody that we can talk. You can come to Jamaica after, right? And we line up the thing. And when the chairman of the technical committee came with his recommendation, and it's put up as a resolution, that time we line up Cuba, we line up Senegal, we line up everybody. And as they put up the nomination, Cuba jumped up and said, we wish to make an amendment. And to every country, they recommended an amendment to the resolution. And we work it out behind the scene what the amendments would be. And the chairman then called the vote. And every single country present, except for one, voted for the nomination to be approved. Well, the one that didn't vote came over and whispered in my ears and said, I wanted you to win. I just didn't vote because this other country, we can't vote on the same thing. I'm not going to tell you which two countries, okay? But the no record can show that they voted on the same, right? So, but then of course, we lined up Bob Marley, we lined up One Love, pull it down from the internet and line up everything. And I was asked to make my comment, and then I made my comment, I invited everybody to sing One Love, and the place just matched up. So, we won. So reggae music is big. As a matter of fact, a little man from Suriname came with his Bob Marley banner. So, you know, they all came prepared to back us. So reggae music is big business globally. So we need to ensure that we protect and support the growth of this valuable asset that we have, including the members of the industry who continue to ensure that we continue to be a workforce. And more than anything else, I want to say to you that you must do everything to truly benefit from its returns. The inscription of reggae music to the UNESCO list follows on the heels of our capital city, Kingston, being designated a creative city of music. So we have everything going for us. It's up to us. Embedded in those two prestigious designations are immense opportunities for our music. And all those who write, those who play instruments, those who perform, produce, promote, and provide other related services such as fashion and dance and everything else. It's in our hands. We have made the deliberate move to seek UNESCO recognition of our reggae music, and they wanted us to change the nomination to be reggae music from Jamaica. So I wanted to know where else could it come from. We would not change our designation, which was the reggae music of Jamaica. And so this recognition of our music, right, was deliberate so that we can provide increased opportunities for cultural and creative people to earn. The global music industry continues to grow. Last year, it grew by 9.7%. That's the fourth straight year of global growth and the highest rate of growth since the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry began tracking the market in 1997. The publicity we gained from the UNESCO inscription of the reggae music of Jamaica to its global list of intangible cultural heritage for all of humanity gives us all not just a foot in the door, but put us center stage as the owner of the music. Take it and make it the best you can. In closing, I want to salute the esteemed members of the music and entertainment fraternities who will have the honor of being the first recipients of the JACAP Awards. Please give them a big round of applause. I thank them for their contribution to making the industry a viable one, which has seen exponential growth and one which keeps Jamaica on the map and which puts pot on fire. In the four corners of the earth, Jamaica music is celebrated. I want to see Jamaica music more celebrated. Ayad.
Yes. Yes.
and not just abroad. Tonight, we celebrate our own and continue to honor the vision of JACAP as it continues to chart the course